Yo, what's up, peeps? Here with just a regular OU team, although it's a kind of two teams because when I looked it up, OU Pokemon team in Gen 4, it was Gen 4 back in the day, so yeah, so we have two teams. So this first one is back in the day, Gen 4 OU team. So yeah, okay, so they started off with the Mascurian, my opponent here, and I'm just gonna start off with my Bronzong because I just never tried this set out. I got it through trade. I traded it for one of my other shinies that I got multiples of, which I still do. So, we'll be using that for that. Pretty much as exchange currency for other shiny Pokemon, And so yeah, we're just gonna go for a future site. They decide to set up the sticky web, which is fine. A lot of my Pokemon don't really need to be fast, although some of them do. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, we set up the future site. They're gonna set up the Quiver Dance. I'm not setting up, although I am gonna set up the Rain Dance here because I thought, what if they switch out into somebody else, So a Pokemon that had like maybe a Fire type attack or something, right? So I don't know. I just decided to go for it. A Rain Dance, why not? And yeah, they're just gonna keep setting up the Quiver Dance. So now I'm gonna be going ahead and doing some metal sounds on the Masquerade. I'm terrible at pronouncing some names. I'm very sorry. Just like Bronzong or Bronzor, whatever his name is. Sheesh. So, anyways, future sight is gonna connect. It hit a critical, so it probably would have been doing a little bit less damage. I wonder how much less, but I guess it's all good. Now the Masquerade is gonna be going for Bug Buzz. Excuse me. And yeah, we're just going for another future sight. We have leftovers also, if I didn't mention, so that's good. Recovering some health. They're just gonna keep going for Bug Buzz. It's gonna be a 3-hit KO even with leftovers. So yeah, and they actually lowered my special defense, which is not good. But we're gonna do the same, and now they should be at -2 if I'm not mistaken. Special defense. So our future sight is gonna be most likely KOing if it decides to stay in. And yeah, we're just gonna get more leftovers, and we're just gonna go for another metal sound in case some other Pokemon wants to come in, then we can just hit them really hard with the future sight still. But they're gonna decide to stay in, take out my Bronzor, and the rain's gonna stop, but the future sight is gonna take out the Masquerade also. So yeah, it's a for one there. So anywho, now they're gonna send in their Gongonzola, aka Shiny Pikachu. I'm sending in my Fortress because I want to set up my own spikes and stuff, since they set up their sticky web. I thought, why not? So yeah, you guys already know this Fortress set. I guess it's OU back in the day, so that's cool. Alright, and now we're just gonna set up the regular spikes because I know that they still have a poison Pokemon that can easily take out my toxic spikes, right? And so yeah, we have the custom berry, so we're gonna go for explosion on the Pikachu, hoping to take it out, right? It's not like Pikachu went for quick attack either, so that's great. And this should be enough to take out the Pikachu, unless it has like Focus Sash. And yeah, it took it out. Took out my Fortress as well. So now it's kind of 1-to-1. I got spikes up, they got the sticky web. So that's the situation at hand. So I send in my Zapdos. They send in Baby Shark, aka Garchomp. So I'm thinking, okay, so Baby Shark, what's this thing gonna do? Maybe it's some weird set with like water types attacks. So maybe that's what's called Baby Shark. Imagine it went for a surf or something, right? That'd be pretty cool. That sounds like a pretty fun set. I'm gonna try to see if I can maybe do that some other time. So anyways, I actually have a shiny Garchomp. Okay, anyways. Alright, went for the ancient power because I just thought Dropek wouldn't be doing enough, especially if it had rough skin, so I just decided, yeah, I'm just gonna go for the the boost. So I'm not sure if I can live an attack still, but that's why I decided to go for another ancient power, because I thought, okay, if I can get like one more boost, I can probably take it out with the drill peck and we should be looking pretty clean. But they went for the outrage and that actually takes me out, so that's kind of a bummer. And yeah, this is not good. There's a loose Garchomp here with the sword stance, so I thought, okay, let's go for Lucario. I can go for maybe a Dragon Pulse if I happen to be faster, maybe, But so yeah, I went for the Dragon Pulse, and I thought maybe outrage since it was not very effective. Okay, I should have known though, because Lucario's defense is pretty butt. But so yeah, Lucario's down. Baby Shark still got, you know, the outrage, but now at least it's confused. So we have you know, there's a chance here, folks. So I'm gonna go for the Dragon Dance, even though this is probably the riskiest move I could ever go for, because I know I'm not gonna outspeed. So like if Garchomp is gonna move, it's like, you know, there's no point anyways, right? So it actually hits itself, so now I can go for the Dragon Dance. And also the Sticky Web's not affecting Flygon, so that's why I can keep my speed. So I'm actually at +1, so I should be able to outspeed Garchomp now, you know, even if it's Jolly Nature or something. So now I'm just gonna go for the Fury Cutter. And yeah, that's gonna take out the Garchomp, and I knew it had rough skin, so, you know, but yeah, I probably should have went for Joe Peck on the second turn with Zapdos either way. But you know, like I said, I thought maybe I can try to live it on attack just because of the ancient power boost, but yeah, I guess with Swords Dance, now I know. So anyways, Tickle Me Pink, Clefable is gonna come in. I'm guessing it probably has Unaware. So I'm like, I didn't even know which one was better to do, to go for the crits or just keep going for the higher base power. So I just decided to just keep going for the, you know, Fury Cutter. They're gonna go for Moonblast, which is almost gonna take me out. I actually thought that was gonna one-shot me, not gonna lie. So yeah, Flygon tanking these hits. We got, you know, this Clefable at almost half health, so you know, that's kind of something. And Flygon took out Garchomp, so you know, can't complain too much there. But if only we had Iron Tail again. I might have to change something about that set, because it doesn't work out sometimes if a fairy type attack, you know, fairy type Pokemon comes out. So anyways, we're gonna send out the Roserade, but they decide to actually switch out as well into Tentacruel. So don't mind the yelling in the background, just my daughter messing with some stuff. So we actually went for the Leech Seed, which is actually not going to be a good play on my part, and we revealed to have Black Sludge on the PB Jelly. So I have Black Sludge as well, so that's just great. But they have Liquid Ooze, so I'm actually going to be taking damage, and this is literally like a set dedicated to just taking like a bunch of health and like trying to get like a toxic, you know what I mean? So yeah, this was the poison Pokemon I was talking about earlier. That was like a major problem. So yeah, if only, you know, maybe Flygon could have done some Dragon Rushes on this if I didn't, you know, get taken out by the Clefable. But you know, what can you do, right? So yeah, we're just gonna be taking a bunch of damage from the Leech Seed. Giga Drain's hurting me, and this Tentacruel is pretty bulky, so Giga Drain's not doing too much damage, and they're just healing it back up with you know, their sludge, their Black Sludge also. So yeah, they're going for their own, you know, poison type attack on my Roserade, and that's pretty much neutral damage as well as my grass because of the poison. So this is really not looking good for Roserade at all. Like, I got countered pretty hard, not gonna lie. Flygon with the Clefable and the Roserade here, but yeah, that's just how it goes, you know. The Garchomp took me out. I don't know if Dropek would have taken out Garchomp either, with the +1 at the health it was at. So yeah, I pretty much just lost that, so it's alright. Thank you for the battle, Mare Bear. Yeah, I appreciate it. So yeah, this is the second OU team that's actually, I guess, current for Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl. So yeah, we have Feraligatr, Garchomp, you know, other ones that I didn't mention before. So I'll just mention the sets, you know, as we go on, right? So Godzilla comes in. I sent out my Tyranitar, so that's great. Okay, my opponent actually, whatchamacallit, I think has 2 Palkias, so you know, just watch out for that, okay, folks. So yeah, we're just gonna go for the Dragon Dance. I think you guys might know this one already too from my Dragon Dance team. So we decided to use it again since Tyranitar is OU. So yeah, why not? Combining it with the Garchomp, you know, we're just fiending for some accuracy misses or move misses because of the accuracy drop. So anywho, Palkia went for the Special Rend, or the Surf, and it did some pretty good damage, but it's not gonna be enough. And we went for the Outrage, which was enough to take out the Godzilla. So that's Palkia down. We have a +1 in attack and speed, so we're looking pretty good. And now they're going to send in their Raikou, which is shiny, looking like a nice tiger there. Not going to lie. So, yeah. Another outrage. It's not enough to take out the Raikou. We don't get a flinch either, so that's kind of a bummer. Since we do have the Razor Fang. And it's going to take us out with the Scald, so that's Tyranitar down. So I thought, okay, well, at least Raikou's going to be taking some damage from the, the sand. So we can actually send in Super Azuro, which is our, Azumarill. And you guys might know this one from the Aqua Jet team, actually. So I just thought, why not use it again? So here we go. We're just going to go for Aqua Jet. Take out this Raikou. Right quick. And we actually got a crit. I don't know if that mattered at all. So that's cool, I guess. And now they're going to send in the Arceus. So I'm like, oh. So, we're in the presence of the Lord. I definitely have to raise my attack just to, do some pretty good damage. I don't know what kind of set this is. Arceus can literally do anything, basically. It's going to be a Hyper Beam set. I'm guessing, what is it, max special attack or something? Maybe. It did some pretty good damage, so I don't know. I really don't know. It might be mixed, It could always carry, like, extreme speed or whatever. So this is actually pretty cool because we lived that because of our Citrus Berry. And the substitute, the sand went away, so that's pretty great. Alright, so now we're going to go for the Play Rough because they have to recharge, and we missed. And are you serious? So now we have to go for an Aqua Jet because we're going to get taken out by, whatever this Arceus wants to do. So might as well do some damage. We got to almost red, so they're going to take me out with the Disrespect Hyper Beam. And yeah, that's going to hurt. That was pretty funny, honestly. Couple moves there. So now we can send in pretty much anything to take out this Arceus, but I thought this would be a great opportunity to set up a little bit with our Gliscor. So yeah, this is actually our Jolly max attack, max speed Gliscor. We have Swords Dance, Acrobatics, Knockoff, and Earthquake. So we're just going to go for Swords Dance. And the item actually was a Salic Berry, just so we can, speed up even more and, maybe sweep, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the idea here. I mean, you could pretty much switch the item for, like, what is it? The thing that makes ice types, like, least effective? I forgot what it's called. Anyways, we went for the knockoff on Arceus, took it out. So God's down. Now they send in another Palkia. So I thought, okay, we can go for an Earthquake and probably take this out, And that's what we do. +2, and Palkia still lives that. Palkia is very bulky, just naturally, It's going to go for a Special Rend. And that's not enough to take on my Gliscor. We actually live on 1 health. Bruh, it looks like I have a freaking Focus Sash or something. But yeah, our Salic Berry is going to come in, and now we're super fast. We can even go for now a very strong Acrobatics, right? So yeah, but we're just going to go for a knockoff, take out the Palkia. And yeah, so it had a Lustrous Orb too, so no wonder it did so much damage. I guess the other one had a different item, maybe, unless he had 2 Lustrous Orbs. But anyways, so now it's going to go for Earthquake on Dialga now that it's coming out here. So yeah, they had like a Sinnoh legendary Pokemon team, I guess, plus like 1 more Palkia or something. It's pretty random, but anyways, it's cool. And it is actually another Palkia. I'm sorry, I guess they had 3 Palkias, my bad. So we're just gonna go for an Acrobatics, but they actually disconnected, so or didn't disconnect, they quit the battle. So yeah, thank you for the battle. So now we're up against Javi here. I just thought, okay, well, since we both have Gliscor, why not, send out the Gliscor, you know what I mean? And they're actually gonna send out the Rotom, the Oven, actually, so it's Fire Electric. So it has Levitate, so that's not very good for my Swords Dance. I just thought, okay, I don't know what this thing's gonna do. It can't go for an electric attack, so it went for the Overheat, and that's gonna take me down to red health, which is actually gonna activate my Salic Berry. So I'm pretty sure I can actually outspeed this Rotom on the next turn, So that's actually pretty helpful. And we do get off the Swords Dance. Okay, so the only question is, am I able to take this out with a knockoff? That is the question. I probably could have gone for Acrobatics, but it was not very effective, so I just thought I'd go for that. And we got rid of his Choice Scarf, so this thing's not going to be doing too much anymore. It's essentially, somewhat shut down, you know what I mean? Plus, you know, now it doesn't have basically any special attack. So I thought this was a perfect opportunity for Tyranitar to come out and go for some dragon dances, you know? Maybe 1 or 2 or something. Excuse me. So yeah, we just went for the dragon dance. Rotom's gonna go for the Volt Switch, which not a bad play, not a bad play. I wonder who they're gonna come into, but yeah. So they actually went into their own Gliscor. So I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. You know, I'm wondering if it's probably more of an offensive set or toxic. I have no idea. But yeah, we got off the dragon dance, and Gliscor is gonna be a poison heal Gliscor, so that's kind of cool. I ran a Hyper Cutter because I didn't want my attack to go down at all. So yeah, so we're just gonna go for a Rock Slide, and that does like almost half damage, but plus with the poison heal, it's gonna be like a 3-hit KO. So yeah, but we actually do get the flinch, which is pretty great. And now we can go for another Rock Slide, hoping for like a crit or another flinch. You know, it didn't flinch that time, and it's gonna go for an Earthquake. That does some pretty good damage. Tyranitar is still living pretty well. Tyranitar just, you know, naturally bulky as well. It's a good thing Gliscor doesn't have any, you know, fighting type moves, I suppose. So they're actually gonna withdraw and I guess just sack the Rotom, which that's fine, I guess. They want to have a safe switch into some other Pokemon that can perhaps do something to Tyranitar, I guess is what's gonna happen. So they send in actually their Breloom. So I'm like, okay, Breloom, huh? So Rock's not gonna do too much, Crunch's not gonna do much. So I just went for the Outrage. Maybe I can do some pretty good damage, right? And it does over half health, so that's pretty cool. It's just gonna finish me off with a Drain Punch, so that's not too bad. You know, I didn't have too much health anyways, but they do get over health, what the sand's gonna go away, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, they got over half health. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I couldn't say that for a second. My kid's distracting me with this freaking noise. Anyways, we have a Feraligatr here. I haven't mentioned this set at all, but it's pretty much a special set with Life Orb. So we went for the Ice Beam, taking out the Breloom. You know, I've tested that in the Battle Tower, that Feraligatr is faster than Breloom. So yeah, that's pretty great. And now they have a Starmie out here, so I don't really have much for it. I could go for Ancient Power, but I don't know. I just didn't want to be in this situation, at least not yet. So I thought Super Zero would be a pretty good Pokemon, because I don't know. I actually don't know what this thing was gonna do. So Azumarill was more of a bulky set. It had like max health and split. Actually, I had max attack and split defenses. So yeah, with the Citrus Berry. So yeah, it's doing some pretty good damage there. I'm like, alright, well, we can live another one. We can go for Play Rough, maybe get some more damage with an Aqua Jet. That's kind of the ideal here. We can probably, you know, clean up with Feraligatr, you know. But Play Rough misses. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the second time. Dude, are you sure Play Rough has 90%? So anyways, yeah, I think that Play Rough would have done some good damage, plus the Aqua Jet. And then Feraligatr could have taken it out, which is kind of a bummer here. So yeah, alright. So take out the Azumarill, which is kind of a bummer. Now, what can we do? We can go into our Magnezone. Even though I know that they have Gliscor still, so you know, this could be very risky. Since this is a Choice Scarf set with max speed, max special attack. Just Tri Attack, Flash Cannon, Zap Cannon, Volt Switch. Just depending on what the situation calls for, you know. So yeah, we still have our Garchomp and Feraligatr, so I'm like, alright, let's go for Volt Switch. They could go into Gliscor. That'd probably be a very great move, but you know, you never know. So they actually switch into Blissey, so it was fantastic for myself that, you know, they didn't switch to Gliscor. So I'm like, alright, we have Feraligatr with the super effective Focus Blast. So I know that this was actually probably not the smartest move. I probably should have gone into Garchomp and just try to go for like some Dragon Rushes or something. I think that probably would have been the smarter move, but yeah. So we just decided to see how much this was gonna do. Maybe we can get some critical hits or something. I have no idea, but yeah, it's gonna be like a 3-hit KO. That's if like all 3 of them hit. So yeah, And this Blissey went for a Stealth Rock, so now, you know, my Magnezone's Sturdy is not going to be in effect anymore, which is kind of a bummer. Okay, so now I went for the Scald because I don't know, I just didn't want to risk anything too much. I wanted to see how much Scald was going to do. So it did some pretty pitiful damage, so it looks like Focus Blast is going to be like my only saving grace here. And yeah, so with the leftovers soft boiled, this Blissey is really doing a number here. Plus I don't have my PP max on my Focus Blast, which is that's kind of my fault, but you know, I didn't expect to be facing a Blissey here. But anywho, so now we're just gonna keep going for the Focus Blast, as I know that this is, you know, my only way to take out this Blissey actually. So it actually lands again, which is great. They're gonna go for a Seismic Toss and just get some more leftover recoveries. So yeah, we just gotta keep going for the Focus Blast. Hopefully they all connect. You know, I know I took out Arceus earlier, but I'm praying to Arceus that I can just land all these. So it can go over for a Seismic Toss. So right now I have a perfect opportunity, the golden opportunity to take out this Blissey. It is within range, I believe, for one more Focus Blast. One more Focus Blast, and it's gonna happen. We go for the Focus Blast, and we miss. And they go for the soft boiled, and yeah. Life's hard, guys. Life's hard. I might cue in some sad music, honestly, but I think I did something already. So anyways, yeah, we have one more Focus Blast. It misses again, so it's about time, I guess, to miss. I guess Focus Blast just decided, yeah, you know what, just screw yourself. And I'm like, okay, thank you, Focus Blast. I appreciate you though for what you almost accomplished. If we took out this Blissey, bro, that would have been so great. Ugh. Anyways, so now it's going for Skulls, as that's, you know, pretty much my strongest attack because it's stab damage, you know, with the Life Orb and the Sheer Force and the blah blah blah. But Blissey takes out like a tank, and now my Feraligatr is down. So what can we do? We can scare it off with the Garchomp that has Swords Dance. I guess that's what we can do, really. But yeah, not much after that. So this is our shiny Garchomp. I guess it's an OU now. Back in the day it was an Ubers, so that's why I didn't use it initially. So we're just gonna go for a Dragon Rush. This is supposed to be like my Choice Scarf set, and just, you know, with a bunch of coverage, whatever. But I actually put on Yachi Berry. That's the one with the minus ice, right? So yeah, we took out the Gliscor. That's pretty great for my, you know, my Magnezone. So now I can actually spam some electric type attacks. So I might be able to take out the Starmie if I have to, you know. So here we go. Starmie comes in. It's gonna go for a Scald. I guess it's trying to burn my Garchomp. And what do you know? It gets a freaking burn. I'm not mad. So anyways, we went for the Crunch, and we actually got a crit though. So maybe the burn didn't matter too much. Plus this Starmie was outspeeding me anyway. So yeah, it's kind of looking like Garchomp's going down. So I'm like, what is this, freaking Choice Scarf or something? I have no idea. So now we get taken out by the Starmie. We have Magnezone left. This is our only saving grace. So they have a Starmie, which is almost taken out, but I know that they have a Blissey with full health, right? And soft boiled and yada yada yada. So I think I need to go for Zap Cannon just to take out the Blissey. You know what I mean? I don't know if Flash Cannon would have taken out Starmie. I probably should have gone for maybe Flash Cannon instead, but so that way I can get like a special defense drop, perhaps. You know what I mean? But anyways, so we took out the Starmie with the Zap Cannon because you know, we're locked into this. And it actually went for Lucario also, so it's kind of good we didn't go for Flash Cannon. That would have been doing nothing to Lucario. So if we can land this and get it paralyzed, like, anyways, so we lost, you know, it's fine. That's what you get for running moves that are inaccurate. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good day.